All right, we live.
Armies? Yeah, armies. Prayer time, what up, brother?
Shalom.
Shalom,
We are the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, spiritual Egypt, Nineveh, modern day Babylon known as America. I can tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you're not niggas, spicks, and rednecks, but God's chosen people that the Bible speaks of. Alright, the apple of the Lord's eye. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Harakat, Ba'dash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and GMS who teach and do well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Jeremiah 28:8.
All right,
this is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence.
Hey, man, so that doesn't really need a breakdown, but we are out here in the footsteps of our forefathers doing exactly
teaching the Bible.
Doing exactly what they did. And that is basically prophesying against a great nation. That great nation that we're prophesying against is Great Babylon, aka Sodom, Gomorrah, and Egypt, all wrapped up into one. Right? And the reason why we wanted to bring that scripture out because we have been on our watch. And we're just basically, look, I understand they want to call us the doom and gloom camp, but at the same time, I got to be honest. America is circling the drain. We say this all the time, but I'll give you some key points. Palantir, a new bill that just passed, right? We're going to get into it. Data centers, AI in the chip, all coming in the next couple of years. They already are talking about it at a high level. Now let's break it all down, right? We're going to first talk about the data centers. The data centers are what? The data centers are literally destroying the earth as we speak.
Cattle.
The cattle, everything. Yeah. Did you see that there's certain towns and communities, mainly in PA, one of the towns in PA, where the data centers are turning the water black, where they're no longer drinkable. They have to use fresh water to keep these data centers alive. It reminds you of what? Reminds you of Terminator, because if you remember anything about Terminator, those data centers were being used, and what happened with the data centers? The data centers were basically using up natural resources, fuel, energy, and water to keep cool, and then humans itself didn't have clean water. Anyway, so if you don't have clean water, you can't do what? Grow crops. You can't grow crops, then what? Cattle starts to die off. Don't have cattle, then you don't have any livestock. So far and so on. All these things are all wrapped up in one, right? Now, and these data centers are basically being put up by defense contractors, but the main defense contractor I want to talk about is Palantir. Palantir is a defense contractor. In fact, I'm just going to not chop it up. Yep, that's the bill, right? So Palantir, yep. It's all good. You are. Palantir Technologies is an American software company that builds big data analytics platforms, primarily serving government defense agencies and large commercial enterprises. Headquarters in Miami. Now, mind you, a lot of people don't understand this. Palantir, a lot of the investors and owners of Palantir are the small hats. Don't get it twisted. They control and have their hands in everything. And what is the one thing that Palantir has been doing all over the country? They've been putting up surveillance cameras and getting the infrastructure set up for the social credit score system, or if you will, the data centers that are going to basically fuel AI, which then will have everybody under a police state. And if you don't take the chip in your forehead or in your head or in your palm of your hand, you're not going to be part of that society. This is what's coming, right? So Palantir Technologies. Not to mention, so they have a defense state. America's already through because there's a bill that was just passed, and we're going to break more of this down with the scriptures, but I'm just going to give perspective. It don't really matter which one you don't matter. Just wanted to give perspective.
You already read this, right? You already went this one.
Yeah, I read that. Yep. And actually, the brother got the bill. Actually, you know what? Before you get there, I'm going to add one extra thing, and then we're going to bring the scriptures out to prove that this is how we know we're in the end times. The Lord is actually speeding up the time for the elect's sake, but most people who are not on their watch don't understand. They think every day is just another day. You know, that's why the scripture says that they will be given in marriage. They're going to be doing all the things on the earth until the end comes. They're going to be doing all these things, but you see around people walking up and down the street shopping, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but these people are literally zombies. They don't know what's going on. They don't understand that the infrastructure to make all of them slaves is already being put in place.
Remember, the spirit that these people are moving in, they're doing things in the world with the hope in belief that this world is going to continue to go on. We do the same things that these people do. You go shopping, we do this, we do that, but guess what? Our things are a means to an end. You know what I mean? We use the world, we don't abuse the world. We're not of this world. So we play the game, bro. We assimilate ourselves in this world, and we take until our Lord come back. So that's the difference. Like, these people are building up treasures in America, in this world, which is contrary to what the Lord has in store for this place. That's the difference. They're in the spirit of mirth and longevity, and they're clueless. Real quick.
You get that? No, get that.
Quick jab.
No, because I'm going to bring it full
Man,
circle, because
look, bro.
this is all the little pieces.
Yeah.
The Lord chopping this place down like this. Throw it out.
It's 2nd Esdras 7.
The brother got me shining right now. It's not my garment. I gotta give some double honest. The brother got me. Hey. I feel like I'm floating. Get that.
Oh, you got that dollar, brother.
I ain't worried about the dollar, bro.
Hey, you tripping.
I ain't not worried about the dollar, bro. I wanted that
Rich.
10. I wanted that 10,
Rich,
bro.
rich.
I forgot it was in that pocket. Somebody gonna need that.
Hey, no.
Rich,
See,
man.
See, hey. Then Yahweh Shah say, dude, thou shalt not cast
Pearls before swine.
Pearls before the swine.
pearl before the swine. You know?
I couldn't.
Hey, look, that was a hedge of protection the Lord gave you. You're not supposed to just let that go.
Nah, you right.
I mean, brother, it's all good, but I know you got money now.
I got that 10, bro. I wanted that 10. See that orange?
gotta have that 10.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, the dollar,
Yo, you know Salaki on some real shit.
You know what's crazy? And watch that dollar come up somewhere.
Yeah.
He gonna be one day
Dollar
gonna
short.
and he gonna be like, yo, I need $1.
It get like that.
Go.
On another note, I be like, I might have $2-3 on me. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this shit. Can you put this on? Can you take this in a personal card? Like, I don't know what to do with it.
I mean, I feel you.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
That rest.
It's
That shit's fire. That shit's fire.
TRX.
Yeah, that's a big dog. It's a
custom jewelry.
Raptors are forward.
2nd Esdras 7. 2nd Esdras 7 and 18. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer great things. Salakia. The righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. You said the righteous is going to suffer for straight things. We suffering for a reason. They just going to suffer to suffer. God is, you know what I mean? For die to avoid. You know what I mean?
Kana. So, to bring this full circle, right? We're talking about Palantir, the AI, the data centers, what it's doing to the atmosphere, the last bit of clean water. Now there's a stock. There's a stock that they created for clean water. Now people are bidding and basically investing in a stock for clean water. So now they're trying to they already privatized water as it is, but now the remaining water that's going to be being used, are going to privatize it even more. So then it's not even going to be a human right to be able to drink water. If you ain't got the credits, if you ain't part of the credit social system, which is the mark of the beast, forehead or in your palm, you're going to be able to get water. This is how they're going to get so many people to get the chip. This is how then they mind you. Like I said, the data centers are destroying the water, destroying the environment. Destroying the environment means you can't grow crops. No water, no crops, no food, no agriculture, and no cattle. So now you're literally dismantling the entire food system so AI can have its life. They are trying to play God with your lives, and people don't even understand that. Now, not to mention, how do we know this is speeding up even faster and faster? Look how many businesses have closed within the past month. They said in 2026, around 7,900 retail stores have closed or are closing right now. I think T-Mobile dropped 250, Verizon's dropping another 150, and these are jobs and things. Why? They say Disney had just did a crazy a layoff because all these major companies, Fortune 500 companies, are downsizing. Why are they downsizing? Because they're getting ready for something. Right? They're getting ready for what? The great crash. Yes, I said it. The great crash. There will be a crash. Never get that. See how I at the fish gate? The stock market's going to crash. It's going to crash. All your money in your banks is going to crash. You're going to wake up one day and not be able to go to the ATM. They're going to reset the system. And they're going to say, well, if you want to have some kind of credit, you're going to have to take the chip, either in your head or in your palm. And then you'll be a part of our new world order under the Noahide laws, and you are basically denouncing, mind you, you're going to have to denounce God, the God of the Bible, to be a part of the system. Don't think it ain't going to happen. That's why there's going to be no turning back. That's why in Revelation says, Revelation 14:9, strategically says there is no turning back. Once you do this, there's nothing you can do about it.
Would that be equivalent to blasphemy of the Holy Spirit like we're going into? That might be like the equivalent.
Yeah, because you basically denounce it. You're gonna have to denounce the Most High to join with them, right? So
become
the stock market's going to crash, right? Howling at the fish gates. You got it.
I got it. Here's Zephaniah. I got it. Zephaniah 1 and 10.
Right. We're gonna get this first, and I'm gonna bring it all full circle. Then we're gonna get into the bill that was just passed. America's through. It's done. It's over. Checkmate. It's already done. Boom. This last bill that just happened was the checkmate. Checkmate. Now it's just a ticking time bomb before everything happens, and then civil war. And yes, civil war is coming, and I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 ways civil war is going to actually pop off and why. It all coincides with what we're talking about. Go ahead, bring that up.
Gotcha. It's Zephaniah 1 and 10. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. And hills is going into the stock market.
Hills is going into governments. It's going into governments, governing bodies, stock markets, basically. And then it says
bodies of power.
And then it says merchants. And merchants goes into what? Businesses. It goes into the Fortune 500 companies. You see how all of them are downsizing. They're laying a bunch of people off. There's even rich people being laid off. Why are all of these businesses all around the same time starting to consolidate? They're consolidating because they know something that you don't know. They all their little billionaire buddies who worship the devil and the cabal says, yo. I want y'all to know it's getting ready. Start downsizing, get as much money as possible, get all your resources together, get your bunkers ready. It's about to go down. Now, what is this going to do? This is going to make people what? Andre, we're going to get it 2nd Esdras 15th and 16th chapter. We don't got to get it yet.
Yeah, I hold it.
We don't got to get it yet.
I got it.
But this is going to get into what? Jacob's trouble. It's going to cause Jacob's trouble because now when people don't have a means of water, food, won't work, what usually happens? Look what they did in the ghettos. They strategically took out the businesses, they redlined, and then they made everyone impoverished on purpose. And what happens when people are impoverished? They start becoming desperate. And when they're desperate, people are willing to do whatever it takes to take care of what? Their own. And then guess what? The Great White Hope is going to come with a way of fixing it. Hey, come join our new world order. Come take this chip. And you will be able to have a job, be a part of society. You'll have clean water and enough credits to buy food for you and your family. That's coming. All right? So now, I'm going to show you in the final part, right there, that bill, the bill that was passed.
That's the right one.
And then we're going to start bringing up the scriptures to back all this stuff up. Yeah, it's a bill that just passed. And this is how you know America's sovereignty is gone completely. America no longer has its own standing army. It is now joined hands with the Amalekites, where they have full control over our money, military, and military infrastructure. So to give perspective of that, what I'm saying is this. Before, when Israel wanted to get money, there had to be a vote, a bill passed, they had to ask us for money, then we gave them money to go do things. Now they have it to the point where they don't have to ask anymore. If they want to use our military, to go bomb another Middle Eastern country, they can. If they need money to fund their next wars, guess what? They can just take it. There's no longer I got to ask you for some money. It's just I got access to your bank account now, and I got all of it. America's through. America has just committed treason amongst itself. But guess what? That is also biblical. Everyone is going to hate the whore. We'll bring that out.
This is Times of Israel. U.S. House passes defense bills, including $750 million for security ties with Israel. It says the progressive Democrats failed to block budget framework, which now goes to Senate for approval. Bill includes funding and operations in Iran.
So now Israel has complete funding and operations in Iran. Now they can go and bomb Lebanon, Iran, and whatever other country they want without having to ask for the money. They have now access. They're going to have access to our missiles, our military, our weapons, all of it. Esau, Edom, and its entire fucking empire is literally has been sieged and taken over. And all you sheep are walking up and down the street can't even understand what's going on. Go ahead.
It says the U.S. House of Representatives on Wednesday narrowly passed its version of a massive defense policy bill, despite Democrats concerning about its huge price tag, the Iran war, and a provision that will boost Pentagon ties to Israel. It says the fiscal 2027 National Defense Authorization, or NDAA, which authorizes unprecedented 1.15 trillion in spending for the military, passed the House 216 to 212.
So literally, mind you, now who is taking over Congress? Small hats. Who is taking over both branches of the military? Small hats. They have their people in every little aspect of what? American life. So what they did was they all voted. They voted. So more people voted to merge the military, because and within that bill we're talking about, it was talking about merging the militaries. Now, mind you, there's been IDF soldiers going to different campuses and trying to get people to be recruited into the IDF. How is it a foreign entity is on American soil recruiting for their military?
That's crazy.
This is going on as we speak. But guess what? A lot of Americans have been bucking up against it. So the American people, this is why I got to understand, this is why the Civil War is coming. The American people are against it, but the government, being controlled by the small hats, are for it. So they passed the bill behind closed doors. So you didn't even know that was happening.
Which is crazy, because the whole purpose of the Constitution was civil rights, to fight for civil rights. So,
exactly.
and then the Constitution gave the American people basically the right to speak against your government.
Yep.
So now
Speak against the
they're going to
government.
be like, yo, this is against our constitutional
That's why.
rights.
That was the
And
Second
then the
Amendment?
Civil War, First Amendment.
First, right to bear arms?
Second Amendment is right to bear arms.
That's what I said, Second Amendment.
Oh, okay.
Second Amendment, right to bear arms. But what was the right to bear arms for? To
American
defend
freedom of
yourself
speech.
against the government.
Yeah, say that. Yep. Say that.
So Palantir, I'm going to bring it full circle. Palantir is setting up the social credit score system and the
And then, hold on. And then the Third Amendment is basically you can't have any military troops quartered in your homes during time of peace.
Yep.
So then what they're going to try to do is go to war,
take
and
over.
now that's how they're going to implement martial law.
martial law, and then we need to commandeer your house to be able to set up, because we got to.
Oh, but this is against our rights.
Yo,
That's
guess
civil
what?
war, bro.
But once you have martial law, your rights
bro.
are gone. Then now you're technically under the Noahide laws. So all of this is coming full circle. So I'm gonna Palantir is one of the defense industrial complexes that basically are creating all the surveillance systems and everything for the government. They're also owned by the small hats. Then you got the data centers being going up all over the place to fuel AI, which is also going to fuel what? AI is going to be the police state that's going to monitor everybody after they put the infrastructure with cameras. Then they're laying off thousands of jobs, and all the billionaires are taking as many resources as they want. Water is becoming scarce. Food is becoming scarce. Agriculture is becoming scarce. Not to mention they're passing laws now where now they got lab created milk, lab created meat, lab created vegetables. All these things, because they're saying it's not a human right to have anything natural. They're literally, each sector is being taken over and is being monopolized on. So nothing you eat or taste or anything you do is going to be of your free will. It will be controlled at all times. Every last bit of it. Right? Every last bit of it will be controlled. All right?
I'm actually glad you touched on the water situation too. When you think about the parasites that's going around,
Yep.
what you consume,
And mind you, the parasite is on what though? On the vegetables.
On the vegetables and fruits.
Now, mind you, but I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. I'm pretty sure that they probably released the parasite. Cool, but guess what? They're now saying that the new vegetables and the new seeds have the mRNA vaccines already in it. So when you go to eat vegetables thinking you're eating clean, you're actually ingesting the mRNA DNA changing and making you non-human. Now, mind you, we are men of the Lord. That scripture says that you shall eat poison and it shall not
Yeah.
Hey, brother. Yeah. So this is one thing that we understand. We have faith in the Lord, and we understand the Lord going to protect us at all times, as long as we do what we're supposed to do. Because, mind you, we can't help what we get. Now, we can try our best to go to local farms, to try to get eggs from different places, grow our own vegetables. If you can find seeds that are not genetically modified, find them now.
Yeah.
Hold on to them, and for dear life. Because it'll come to a point where all the seeds will be genetically modified. So one of the reasons why they have this parasite out is so they're going to recall a bunch of vegetables and stuff, and then when they start sending out the new vegetables, it's going to be the genetically modified. Bring it up.
Man, all the time looking for it's easy. Mark, it's Mark 16 and 18. It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover.
So this is what we believe in. We believe in that we come and serve the Lord, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. The Lord is not going to let these mRNA. Now, mind you, we still got to be prudent and circumspect. I'm not telling you to be a freaking dummy. What I'm telling you to do is to make sure you are being prudent, circumspect, and trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord.
Touching back on that, another thing I saw where that parasite is immune to being cleansed, right? So when you go to the bathroom and shit, all that water, right?
Yep.
They
Yep.
clean it
It's
out,
coming right
filter
back
and
out.
all that
That's
shit.
what parasites do.
Right.
Most parasites, when they eat, I'm talking about even worms, what they do is they attach to something, and they usually come out in your stool, and then they go through the water supply, and they keep going. It's over and over.
And then that's part of what I seen on social media going around lately was that due to that they're going to limit water access to everybody.
Yep.
Like,
See,
we talked about.
how they're trying to. It's more and more of them trying to
Justify it.
Because
Yeah.
what is the one thing humans cannot live without? Water. Your body can literally go 90 days to almost a year. I guess almost a year without food. As long as you have water and minerals, you will sustain. But without water, you're fucked.
And depending what state you're in, it's actually illegal to collect rainwater.
Yeah. No.
Why is that? That don't make.
Remember the guy who had the different tanks on his property, and then he was collecting the rainwater, and they came and said this was illegal. How is rainwater illegal?
That shit was crazy.
Well, literally by the laws of the land, based on their own home codes, anything the sky above your land, if you own it, is all yours. So people are not allowed to fly over your land or anything. From here to the heavens, it's supposed to be yours. Now, all of a sudden, the water coming down is not mine though, and it's on my property.
Going to the logic.
Control. The logic is control.
Oppression.
Yeah. Control and oppression. This is the logic behind it. All right.
Monopoly.
So now let's bring this full circle. So now, because we're gonna get into 2 Corinthians 15 and 16, because we gotta bring up the Civil War.
Then there was another paragraph. Basically
Oh, yeah, keep
going
reading that.
Yeah, basically going into what they got.
No, we actually did have to do that though.
It says the funds include 500 million for missile defense, 100 million for counter unmanned systems, 100 million for subterranean operations.
Subterranean, meaning underground, in caves. Nigga, what's under there that you fight? Because there's underground cities. There's wars going on as we speak underground that we don't know about. Right? I'm trying to tell you, all this shit is going on as we speak. Go ahead.
They said 50 million for emerging technologies.
So they got all this money for defense and military in Israel, but don't have enough money to clean the water, sustainable energy, homelessness, free healthcare, all these things. And guess what? They don't have any money for it, but they can give trillions to what? To kill you people.
It's crazy. Outside of America, they all do that. Free healthcare, free education, free college, all that shit.
Yep. It's a human right. It's a human right in other countries. But here, right, in Great Babylon, that's how we know this is Great Babylon. This is the place that is going to fall. And that's why the Lord hisses at this place. That's why the Lord says, I'm going to let all nations shoot their missiles from the ends of the earth to make it an example unto the world. This place has to burn and be the lake of fire because it has to be shown. Remember that great nation that fucked everybody up? Yeah, I never heard of it. Just look over there, see over there, all that fire and burning and all that, and souls over there burning. Guess what? That's what it used to be. That's what it says in the Bible. Now, let's get to this. Jobs are falling. The stock market's gonna fall. No food, no water. What does that create? That creates the means for what? Anarchy, looting, civil war, and race riots. Because what's the first thing that white people do when something goes wrong, when they're the ones who created the issue? They blame everybody else under the sun and say it's your fault. And then what's going to happen is, not to mention, I'm going to add another layer to that. Have you noticed there's been so many lynchings going around the country? Lynchings all over the country. People are being lynched. What they're trying to do is force the so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans' hands. They want us to throw the first stone, but they already know they've been throwing the first stone because we've been being calm and getting mad. They're going to do something drastic right? Something drastic where it's going to make one of these city or these YNs are going to start playing for keeps. And once it happens, they're going to say, this is why, and it's going to give the excuse to the Proud Boys, the Edomites, and all these defense organizations to do what? That back room with the 16 guns and all this ammo. Now we have a reason to use it. And guess what? Race riots. And when it all comes down, it says that the death toll is going to be astronomical. And once civil war happens, what can the government now do? I've already brought it out. Martial law. And once martial law happens, most of your rights are gone. Then crash the stock market. Then they're going to say, hey, well, look, if you want to be part of the New World Order, which they say should be established by 2030, Agenda 2025 leads into Agenda 2030.
Moses, shalom, brother.
Shalom,
Shalom, bro.
that lets us know that we are nearer the end than we will possibly believe. Now let's go prove what I just said. Everything I just said right now is 2 Ezra 15 chapter, start at 14. Start at 14, and we're going to show you everything I just fucking said. It's all sitting in there.
You want to read it, bro?
Whatever, brothers, it's all good, man. We
said 15, 14?
15, start at 14.
Woe to the world.
All right, 2 Ezra chapter 15, starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
It says, woe to the world and the people that dwell therein. The world going into the actual full world. There's 3 different worlds in the Bible. We don't got to break that down right now. And it says,
all the people in the
but all the people of the earth, right? The sword draweth nigh. What is that sword? That sword is what? Who controls the glittering sword? Esau, Edom. Well,
you said
no. Yahushua controls it all. But I'm giving perspective. Whose birthright was the sword? Esau, Edom, the Amalekites, right? They're all one people, even though they're trying to pose as different motherfuckers. Oh, I'm Jewish. I'm not one of them. You are the same. You could take that small head off and blend right into society because you're the same DNA. Stop it. Stop it. Just because you got different sex doesn't mean that you're not the same people, right? So, woe to the world and them that dwell in. The sword draweth nigh. The sword draweth. Remember verse 12? And then I'll get you to go back to that.
This is Revelations
Fire. There's so much fire out here.
12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. We just brought it out in 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says what? The same exact thing. Why? The sword draweth nigh. Go ahead. Who's bringing that sword?
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Whoa, they got but a short time. Who's the devil that the Bible speaks of? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and his entire bloodline. So they know they have but a short time, so they're putting things together to come down with great wrath. For what? Slavery and destruction. To be able to take and obtain everything unto themselves.
At this point, like,
they're the ultimate gluttons, right? They're never satiated. They need more and more and more. And if you have a little bit, they need that too. Go ahead. Maki.
2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
So they're creating the stage for the crashing of the stock market, food shortages, no jobs, and no resources, which in turn is going to make everybody do what? Go crazy. And what's going to happen is there's going to be sedition among men, meaning men are going to be out here playing for keeps because they're going to be trying to protect their own. They're not going to regard the laws of the land anymore because they're going to look at the government like these motherfuckers are the reason why we're here. Fuck them. Let's do this ourselves. Yo, we need water. All right, well, I heard they got water over here. Let's run in there, kill whoever got killed, and take the water. All right, well, I heard they got food stored up. All right, let's go kill them too and take the food. Oh, wait, they got women over here. All right, well, we're going to kill the men and take the women. All these things literally is what it's saying. And the stage is being set for it. Go ahead.
It only makes sense to like just the land back.
Bro,
all these doomsday preppers and shit, right? This shit is all cats being filmed.
Yep.
Whether it ain't streamed worldwide, it's filmed. Everybody see these different places. Lord put the spirit on them just to have be little ducky spots for brothers, man.
For brothers, yeah,
All
they
over
doing
the
all
world,
that,
bro.
they doing all that storing up for the
While we
land.
on the move, it's like, oh damn, you got this bunker over here, bro. They got everything in there. You know what I'm saying? dehydrated meat, all that shit. You know, they go to the pound. You got it, bro.
I love the gym too.
Second, back in 2 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Now, mind you, why won't a man be able to go into these cities? Because of martial law. They're going to zone cities, neighborhoods off and say, you must stay here. You're not allowed to travel to another town. You're not allowed to travel to another state or city unless you have what? A mark. You got to be a part of their society to be able to move. But martial law is going to keep the same way how they did the scandemic. Yes, scandemic. We all know that shit was fake. So what? They were testing to see if you people will allow them to have control over you.
Most of y'all did.
And most of y'all did. Mind you, during the scandemic, what was he doing? We was at the football. People was calling us crazy. We was out on the football field running.
Yup.
Everybody like, yo, y'all really outside, bro? Man,
Walking
about
around,
that shit.
Walking around, no mask out here, camping every week.
It was camping. We didn't stop. Why? Because we understand what the government was doing.
I remember what our favorite precept was, bro, in Psalms 91. Old chapter.
Where?
He went inside the jar.
But that's legal in Philadelphia.
A switch?
Well, not the switch, but you can have an AR. You can walk around.
It's not legal. That's why the bull just got arrested.
Right.
Bull got booked.
Yeah.
The bull, the Kensington that's walking around with the AR, talking about something. Yeah, you got booked.
Oh, all right,
This is the law.
Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Cook that nigga.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's illegal outside of Philadelphia.
Outside of Philadelphia.
Everywhere else in PA is legal.
Yeah.
Oh, so Philadelphia is so good.
It's
Philly's
a city,
not part.
city of first class.
Philly is not part of PA. Philly,
Basically, its own state. Yeah.
Exactly. I try to tell people this all the time. Where you from? Like Philly. Oh, you from PA? No, I'm from Philly. It's guys.
It's its own state.
It's a different thing. Like once you leave Philly, you'll know. Now, mind you, I even will include Camden and those little areas. That's still part of Philly too. The reason why I say that is because it's so close in proximity that most people from Camden come to Philly. Bro, it's just, even though it says Jersey, that's still Philly. Now, I understand it's not Philly based off of the map, but everybody know if you're from Camden, oh, you're from around here. All South Jersey.
Shit,
they're all
Camden, one of the worst
Eagles
fucking
fans.
cities in the country.
Eagles
bro.
fans,
Shit,
Phillies fans.
Camden, one of the worst cities in the country.
Go on.
All right, 2 Esdras 15 and 18. For because their pride, the city shall be troubled, the horses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Wait, it says because of the lack of bread and lack of bread and great tribulation. So people are not gonna. It says the love of many shall wax old. We ain't even bring that out, did we?
Not yet.
Okay, get that real quick. Get that. Yeah, the love of many shall wax old.
In that loop?
Was it in the same? No. It say the love because of no. You just brought it out right because of the lack of bread.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, he brought that out, but Matthew 24 and 12.
Yeah, get that. Hold that. Get that out.
Matthew 24 and 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
So because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Love? People like love. Most people don't even know what love is now. Love is an action word, meaning that if you say you love me, you have to do something to prove it. Love is an action word. Okay? Love is I love you, but everything you do towards me is evil. Guess what? You don't love me. Right? Even with the Lord. The Lord says, if you love me, you're going to follow my laws, statutes, and commandments. It's the same difference. It's the same difference. All right? So I'm giving perspective here. So because of tribulation, the love of many shall wax cold. Go ahead.
2 Esdras 15 and
Just remember, you are bring that the last piece that you put out.
19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
So people ain't gonna be caring about who you are. They're gonna be like, I got 3 miles to feed. Bro, I know next door, bro. I used to see them all the time coming in with from Sam's Club with the big ass Jones. I know they got shit over there. Then you talk to the brother, yo, I need you to slide over to my crib. Yo, grab the guns. Ain't nobody. It's martial law. Ain't nobody going. We ain't gonna get in trouble for killing them. Let's run in their crib, kill them real quick. Who gonna stop us?
No, that's my number one thing when it comes to martial law.
once the population of people get to a realization that they're not going to get in trouble or believe that they're not going to get in trouble, so
It's because once they start seeing people out here playing for keeps,
Yeah.
no one's going to care anymore.
about no
So
cops.
even though their martial law is there, what do you think the people are going to be doing to the government soldiers?
they're going to, right?
They're going to, they're going to be fighting the government soldiers. Remember, because they're not going to care about the law of the land or the kings and any of the
They
treaties.
should not regard their princes.
They should not.
Yeah.
We brought it out already.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know how it's gonna play out exactly, but I think that the even with martial law, I think that the government's going to have to employ a lot of mercenaries because a lot of
we already know what the mercenaries are because they already got them over here.
Right.
The IDF
'Cause
soldiers.
I'm just
the IDF soldiers that do not care about
Right.
American citizens.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like most of the ICE workers are what IDF soldiers. That's why
Right.
they're killing them and shooting and doing all types of
because
stuff.
most of the American people that go into the military, most of them go in there to get ahead, get out of the hood,
Yep.
get some free education,
Yeah, but now that they're being
and then once they say, yeah, you're gonna have to destroy your community, they're gonna be like, whoa,
whoa, civil war.
yeah.
The IDF soldiers
Yep.
who come over here who call you guys fucking goyim, they're gonna be like, bro, I don't give a fuck about these fucking despicable fucking Americans.
right.
Yo, I've seen a video on TikTok where it was showing like American soldiers dying in the war right now in Iran, and then you see all these FJs laughing about it, putting laughing emojis. They're laughing at you people for fighting these wars and dying for them. Look what they did in Argentina. What did Argentinians do? They wiped out 98 or 99% of their entire black population by what? Sending them to the front lines of war. Every time they want to get rid of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans especially, but remember, they're coming after the world. Mainly us because we are the true children of Israel, but they're also coming after all of you. And they're going to send you to war to lower the populations so you're easily controllable. They're going to have us fighting each other, but mind you, it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason because our people need to go through hell. They've been going through hell, but the Lord cleaned the shit up for us. So we need to, I got 2/3 of y'all motherfuckers got to go. I need to get to the promised land. Okay? And if that means you got to go, so be it.
Yeah, that's
So-
what it means.
So be it.
But remember, 2/3 of our people ain't gonna get right, and a lot of them curse the Lord, bro. A lot of them denounce the Lord, deny Him. So
yeah, that damn
so be it.
two-thirds are also in that position where they're going to find out the Lord is real at the wrong time.
And even then, they not even going. They still not gonna consider it. Oh damn! They ain't gonna be sincere. The ones who are gonna wake up in the day of our power are gonna be the ones that are sincere. I think it's gonna be a lot of people. I think it's gonna be a lot of people who are like a little bit more zealous, a little bit more spiritual. They're gonna be the ones that it clicks in that time.
Right.
I got you real quick.
Bring that?
Yeah,
You got more,
It's a
right?
quick jam. You still got something on that joint, right, bro? Second address.
That was the bulk of it. You know, you can go further down.
You can go further down, but
I think if you skip down to like
once you
42
get to like skip down to like 42, and then once you go over a chapter and start at 14 again, because that's going to get into more Jacob's trouble. Then I want you to get to as no time like other, and then we'll talk about how the Lord will protect our people out
I'll
of
bring it
it.
out first, and then you can start breaking
Like,
it down.
go ahead. Yeah.
So
Okay, well let him finish.
Quick jam.
Yeah, go quick jam.
It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 10 to the point. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth. They receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie.
Yep, and those strong delusions are not just other doctrines, but it's even trusting in what? Their oppressor. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. The Lord going to send them strong delusions. They're going to be like, well, look, there's going to be some of you Israelites that are going to have a fake alien invasions. All this shit is all coming together. They're going to have, the second coming of God, and He wants you to go take the chip, go down, and they're going to be like, yeah, man, it's okay to take the. They're like, remember how some of them Israelites were talking about it's okay to take the jab? Oh man, you can take the jab because that ain't the mark. Remember, you trusting anything these motherfucking white people talking about? You don't crack cocaine. No. It's gonna be like the same way. They're gonna be like, hey man, that's not the mark. That's just so you could be part of society. Hey, alright. Oh, the mark is a spiritual thing. Oh, these fucking dumbass doctrines. When literally Esau's letting you know, brain chips, RFID chips, being able to unlock it.
How is it a spiritual thing if the Lord says, if you take it, you shall surely taste of death?
Exactly.
It has to be something literal.
Gotta be something literal. Right? But finish that?
Nice.
Oh, you read that?
Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for that day is great. so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, that he shall be saved out of it.
So it's going to be time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob goes into the nation of Israel. It's going to be the nation of Israel's trouble because the small hats, the Amalekites, the Ashkenazis, whatever you want to call them, that 13th tribe that wants to fucking be us, they are going to come in like a flood trying to wipe what? So blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans on the map first, because if they can offset prophecy by getting rid of you, then they can have their new world order. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. Now the whole world is going to be consumed in this because they got to go, wait, we know that it's not about the color of your skin. We know it's about the bloodline. So you know what? Kill as many as possible. Kill them all. That's
Look. First Peter 4:17. Judgment shall start at the house. So that's ultimately the Lord's judgment, but he's putting the wicked, which is his sword, at Psalm 17:13. He saw Edom, right? That's him. That's ultimately him.
Daniel 12:1.
Yeah, go ahead. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. If there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
So guess what? It's going to be a time of trouble like no other time in history. Why? Because the entire world is going to be at war. And within that war, there's going to be civil wars. And within that civil war, there's going to be skirmishing wars. Within that war, there's going to be another war. There's going to be a war on this, a war on that. Bro, everybody is going to be fighting for their fucking lives. And if you are not with the Lord, you're going to be consumed in it. And the Lord says, I'm going to have to send the war angel Michael to go defend my people because it's going to be crazy out here. How do we know that? 2nd Esdras 16, it started at 14.
I got to see what Mike, go ahead on.
2nd Esdras 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
So the plagues are sent and shall not come again until they what? Are upon the earth. Not the one land, the earth. Go ahead.
The fires kindle and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Go ahead.
Like an arrow which is shot from a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
So what this is talking about is the trajectory. Meaning, it's not saying that an actual arrow is being shot. It's basically saying, you know how you release an arrow? There's no way to stop that arrow and bring it back. It's already gone. It's already at full velocity. It's already moving forward. It's not going to stop until it hits its destination. That's what it's saying about the plagues. And it's going to explain it. Go ahead.
Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
So sorrows and great mourning, famine and great death. We just gave you the whole cycle of how Palantir, the AI data centers is destroying the water, the agriculture, the crops. They've already been systematically, genetically modified in seeds, everything. They're literally going to make everything that's worth anything a private sector, where you're going to have to go to them for everything, literally. And they're gonna pull all these resources away from you. So guess what? A great famine, no water, no resources. Women trying to get tampons, baby formula, all that shit's going to be gone. All right, go ahead.
The beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
So wars. It didn't say one war. It says wars. Remember I told you it's going to be a war with inside of a war with inside of a war. But at each level, there's going to be a war. People are going to be fighting in North Philly. People are going to be fighting from state to state. People from state to state going to be fighting nation to nation. Nation to nation. Civil wars, communities. It's going to be all-out war everywhere. All-out war everywhere. Go ahead. Great evils are upon the earth. And guess what? The people that you voted for are systematically putting you all in chains. And guess what? So be it. So be it. Go ahead.
2nd Esdras 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
So a scourge is basically like a correction, like getting whipped with a belt. Hey, a scourge is like a whip. For amendment. Amendment means to basically what? To correct. But guess what? Go ahead.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
So the world is not going to turn from their wickedness, even though they're the ones who are pushing themselves to their own destruction. The world is digging its own grave. And the world is not even going to consider that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the reason that all this is happening. They're not going to consider that their sins have reached up in heaven and the Lord said, I'm done with this shit. They're not going to consider what they've done to the children of Israel. They're not going to consider what they're doing to their own water, their own food, their own societies. They're not going to consider it until what? Until it's too late. Go ahead.
Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
So basically, prices are going to drop because what? Stock market's going to drop, prices are going to drop, the supply and demand is going to be completely different. So people are going to think, oh, we're in good case, man. Like, perfect example, I'll use a stock. People were talking about how Apple stock has dropped a little bit, and they're like, yeah, once it hits a little low, because you know it's going to go back up, I'm going to buy it for cheap. So when it go back up, I'm going to make more money. What you're not understanding is it might be sold a little cheap right now, but who said it was ever going to go back up? You are dumping your money into a dying system. Simple. Go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine.
Whoa! And many of the people on the earth are going to what? Perish from famine. Why famine? Because what happens when people are at war? Agriculture slows down. Everyone's more into the military-industrial complex. No one's farming as much. The lands are being torched by guns and weapons and violence. Water is being consumed at a high rate. Think about it. They just passed $1 trillion-something bill to spend money on infrastructure, war, missiles. Why are they spending so much money on fucking war when everybody's dealing with the data centers and shit? Because they know that it's almost over. Go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So those who escape the hunger, let's say you might have these little, you see people got these little communities where they're growing their own food, they've got a house in the mountains. You might end up getting away a little bit because you have some kind of resource. You might have access to some kind of water, right? You might have a distillery system or something. You might have these things, but guess what? War is still coming to your house. Because once people who know about you, like, remember Peter? He got a crib up in the mountains, bro. I'm pretty sure I ain't seen him in his crib. We ran in his crib already. He not there. Yo, if we can make it up there, I know they got resources to go up there. War is coming to you, whether you like it or not. And then a subscription of war, right? Not to mention the data centers and the drones, the robots, the stationary robots, the drones, the dogs that are going to be surveilling what? The forests. You think you maybe get to the forest and you'll be all right? They're already building data centers where the water is already tainted. You're not going to be able to go with the wildfires. They're destroying infrastructures for you to be safe. Go ahead.
23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung,
Yep.
and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Exactly. So now, guess what? There's going to be death toll is going to be so high that people are not even going to care about dead bodies anymore. You're going to see 100 people dead on the street, and it's going to be normal. It's going to be like The Walking Dead. Everybody gonna be out here, man, 10 dead bodies. Ain't nobody gonna blink an eye, because death's gonna be the norm.
Yo, you know what? Lock it too, brothers. One of the first jobs that the other nations got to do when the kingdom pops,
clean up the bodies.
Clean up the bodies, huh? And also burn all the weapons.
Burn the bodies, burn the weapons. They gonna be like, yo, pick up these bodies, man.
Remember, America's spoiled.
Yeah.
So they censor a lot of shit.
Yep.
There's gonna come a point in time where that shit not gonna be censored.
Nope. You're gonna hear about it. Death toll and such North Philly has been 10,000 today. They're gonna be like, how do you know? Because they're gonna have AI surveillance systems. They're gonna see the bodies dropping. They're gonna be, it's gonna be like the fucking Hunger Games, where the elite was sitting in their little bunkers watching the death toll, drinking their wine, and going, oh, look how he killed him. You think that's not happening? You are going to be entertainment for these devils. All right, go ahead. But don't worry, they're gonna have her day. We're gonna get there actually in a second.
24. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it.
See, remember I said there's gonna be no man left to till the earth and sow it. Why? Because everyone's gonna be more focused on war. So ain't nobody gonna be taking their time to farm and trying to cultivate crops or have cows and chickens. All that shit gonna be dead. Go ahead.
The tree shall give fruit, but who shall gather them? Mm-hmm. The grapes shall ripen, who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
All places shall be desolate of men, meaning the death toll is going to, so mind you, women already outnumber us in there. Women already outnumber us between 100 to 1,000 to 1 on the earth right now. And then you start knocking out the men who are going to be trying to take care of their families. You know how many men are going to die for their kids? They're like, oh man, my daughter, and I got to be honest, the rape toll going to go up. Yes, I said it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Because men are who protects women from men?
Other men.
Other men. Women always talk about you don't need a man. Yes, the hell you do. Because who's protecting you right now? Because the social construct system that's put in place by men to keep you safe, that gave you liberties, was keeping you safe. All it takes is for men to wake up one morning and be like, nah, I don't like this shit no more, man. Fuck these hoes. And then it's over.
It's over.
Look what they did in Afghanistan. After America pulled out and all that, the Shiites or whatever moved into the land, and now women are not allowed to read, write, anything, stay in the house. They just did it in Afghanistan. That infrastructure that had women safe is no longer there.
You ain't heard about that Jake? I think it was a Nigerian chick. She basically created this instrument. It's called the anti-rape instrument. Got these little joints on the inside.
But guess what? That's not gonna matter. That ain't gonna matter. You know what they're gonna do when they find out? You know what they're gonna do when they find out? They're gonna kill that. They're gonna kill it. Oh, you're not usable? We can't use you for nothing? You gotta go. Oh, you thought she was getting away. Oh no. Because watch, all it's gonna be is one boy gonna go in, try to get me, they're gonna be like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, she got one of them things. Kill him and kill her. We don't need none of this. Not to mention cannibalism. Oh, she can't be used for cooking, cleaning, or breeding? Doing something? All right. Now she's now fresh meat. Kill her, cook her. Feed the rest of the population. Yes, this is all in the Bible. How do we know? Go ahead. They shall eat thy own flesh. Go ahead. Now, you can keep going. You keep going, but I'm going to get him to get that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you wanted him to get that.
No, go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 and 27. So that no man shall desire to see another. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. That's gonna be that's also gonna be situational, because you're gonna be so lonely that you're gonna be like, damn, I need companionship, human interaction.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
you're gonna be
like, hold up,
what type of time he on?
What type of time you on?
Remember The Walking Dead when they had the community? They was like, yeah, come down to such and such. We have food and resources, and they was inviting people in. Little do you know, they give you a steak. You think you eating cattle, you actually eating humans, and then they was just using you.
They was giving you
making you in so they could kill you, eat you,
make you unconscious and shit. Next thing you know, you chained up so they could eat you.
Remember the one bull? They put him to sleep.
They put him to sleep. Woke up, there was his leg and shit.
His leg was going. He's like, something smells good. You look over,
his leg gone.
He look over, you see his leg being roasted. He looked down, his leg gone. Oh yeah, we can't kill you right now. We just want to keep the meat fresh. Yes,
he ain't tell them niggas that he was infected though.
Nah, yep.
That's all good.
No, he did. He did.
Oh, he did. I'm saying after
once
the
he was
fact.
watching him eat it, he was
After
like,
the fact, he was like laughing, like, I'm infected, like it's over.
Yo, man, shit.
Hold that real quick. Bring that out real quick since we're talking about it.
Yup.
2 Ezra 15, I'm going to start at
57.
Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Here's the point. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger.
Whoa, they that be in the mountains, that's the wilderness. You're thinking that you're getting away by being on the mountains. You're gonna die of hunger. They're gonna make sure they're already doing it where they're spraying fucking chemicals into the fucking forest and shit so that it's fucking with the animals, so you ain't gonna be able to hunt a deer and eat a deer because it's gonna be fucking contaminated. You're not gonna be able to have wild fowls and shit like that. It's going to be hell to pay. Go ahead.
They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
So what does this mean by eat thy own flesh? Meaning eat those of your own bloodline. You might have your grandmother with you.
you might even eat your own
Yeah,
shit.
you might have your grandmother with you, and you know she on her deathbed, and you like, yo, we can't really feed. We don't got enough to feed everybody, so you gonna take that sacrifice and die so we can eat you? You think? Yes. You heard me say it. People gonna be on it at time. It's gonna get crazy.
They did it. Remember when the two women?
Yeah, with the baby.
It was like
Solomon,
no,
right?
Solomon. Yeah, it was like
Eat my baby first, eat yours tomorrow.
Eat yours tomorrow. Yep.
Yep. Cook the one. It was like, nah, we ain't eat mine.
Going down, even prior to that, you know, they was selling horse heads.
That's a king.
Wait, was that King Solomon?
That's a king. That's a
Was that King Solomon?
Second King 6.
Take that.
Yeah, because he was on
Second
some
King
wise.
6.
It was like he was thorough how he spent it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
Solomon.
it was one of the kings. It doesn't matter.
To figure out who the child was.
No.
Yeah. He said.
No.
I
I remember.
Split the baby down the middle.
No, I was thinking. No, I think
Ah,
that
yeah,
situation
no,
was
two
when
different-
there was two women, two babies, and
two
she
babies.
laid on and killed her baby in her sleep, and she suffocated the baby, and then she took her. She took
out.
she swapped the babies out.
Yeah, Solomon.
that's
And then Solomon was like,
yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah.
You finish that? Yeah. All right, then you can go back. Second Ezra.
I think that was with Elisha or Elijah. Was with one of them. Yeah, I think no, that was in Kings. I just read it. It was with Elisha or Elijah. One of them. 2nd Ezra 16 and 8:28. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick grooves and in the clefts of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives upon every tree are left 3 or 4 olives, whereas when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
Exactly, because there's going to be people out there hunting people down, right? Going to be hunting people down, and then there's going to be clusters and little skirmishes of people in little small communities huckering and trying to be quiet. Like, yo, we see somebody coming from they're gonna have they're gonna have their little rifles and they're looking at, yo, there's a band of people coming up the mountain. All right, well, we don't know what they want. All right, hide yourselves. Yeah. Hide yourselves, because if they're out here for violence, we don't have the manpower to be able to fight them. There's gonna be communities of women trying to hide with their kids. Bro, it's gonna be hell to pay, man. Hell to pay, man. And all those
vengeance.
Yep.
Niggas out here that's got that vengeance spirit.
Yep.
On
The prisons,
running down on
the prisons are going to be opened up. The prisons are going to be opened up, and all these motherfuckers will be able to walk out. And they gonna be out here like,
Hey, yo, you know what, brothers? The elder, the brother,
that was respect.
Malcolm.
You ain't even peep. As soon as he seen us, he turned it off, and then as soon as he got bad, he turned it back on. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the brother Malcolm, he had put up a videos. It's been a minute ago, but he was showing this movie where it was like an environment of like the time we're talking about, where the weakest links is obviously women. Women was having to they were having to be in groups of men that they trusted, but in order to survive, cut their hair, to look more like boys and more in the max in. Because when they was walking around, most men was looking for women predominantly. Like they was like money by itself. I give you 2 shorties for. I was like, damn,
yeah, bro, it's gonna be real,
that
bro.
shit was crazy.
They gonna be yo, you think they ain't gonna have 4 houses? But it's gonna be against their will. Like, yo, every woman you see, boom, and then they're gonna be bartering food. Like, yo, you get a piece of pussy, give me some of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some water? Yeah, we got a gallon of water. Give you 30 minutes with her. All types of, bro. It's gonna be bad.
Then it was on some shit, my slocket, brother. And then it was on another little thing where the true nature of men came out. Like, you know, it's like the stuff that's in control now. It was like, yo, the younger the shorty, the more bread was worth. Yeah, shorty like 13 or 14 shit. He's like,
bro,
yeah,
we already see
like,
that.
word.
We already see that.
That shit crazy.
We already see that's how their society is now. These people are already.
They're just like, you could be walking down the street, it could just be that motherfucker right there, pedophile. That motherfucker right there.
You never know.
You would never know,
bro. But most of them, it's a part of their culture. It's in their
never know,
DNA.
bro.
It's in their DNA to be pedophiles. Let's be realistic, bro. They keep trying to pass the laws to normalize this shit. Fucking evil, nasty motherfuckers, man. All right, but understand these things. But guess what? The Lord is going to give us our day, man. Because all the elites that are hiding in their bunkers are going to be literally living deliciously, right? They're going to say, you know, hide ourselves. They're going to try to hide themselves. The Lord is going to create that standard, right?
I bring it up.
Yeah. Now we're going into how we're going to put feathers and irons on their kings. We're going to hunt them out of the clefts of the rocks.
That's wild because they just had to pass a law just last year against child pornography.
Yep.
Not child, AI created child pornography. Specifically AI, because you know.
Oh yeah, because now you do it so they would make cartoons.
So they had, because apparently somebody got booked for child pornography, but it turns out it was AI generated. But there was no law because it was early on. There was no law, so they couldn't really charge him for that. So they had to find
AI.
They had to find other things to charge him with. So then they had to go and create a law specifically on you can't take a real child's face and create
fake a John.
Wow,
it's really not a real girl at all. It's just like the idea that you
well,
tell you what your brain is.
it's real because it's a real kid's face.
Oh,
but they created a fake body based on that face.
Yeah, that's your problem. It's Isaiah 2. I'm gonna start at
That's why I said be mindful of putting your kids on social media.
Yep, that's why I don't agree. Remember when I used to post with my daughter all the time?
Yeah.
I stopped because people were making fake pages of me and putting pictures of my daughter. I said that was it. I stopped posting her completely. It wasn't happening no more.
That's nutty.
I'm gonna start at Isaiah 2:17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low.
And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols he shall utter abolish. I can't wait for that shit. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord.
Oh, who's going to go into these holes? The elite. Those who have the money to actually have underground cities and bunkers, and all the people who join hands with the devil are going to be hiding. They're going to be looking on TV because the surveillance systems are going to be up all over. Palantir just told you. They're going to be, bro, like Hunger Games. Off of your plight and your destruction, they're going to be laughing. They're going to be sitting there drinking their wine. Oh, hey, I'm turn on Philadelphia. Oh, look. They're eating him. Oh, shit. Oh, look what they did. They're raping her. It's going to be fun to them because don't they do it now? Didn't they have Epstein Island? Weren't they already doing this?
They'll see some crazy shit and it's recorded. Like, they wouldn't
Bro,
stop the
the
shit.
purge.
Exactly, the purge. And so they could watch you people get destroyed. Go ahead.
This says, verse 19 again, it says, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth. It says, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth and shake terribly the earth. Let me see. Oh yeah, keep on going. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the raging rocks, for fear of the Lord, for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein he is to be accounted of. That's crazy. So when the Lord,
So what they're going to
break
do,
it down, bro, do it.
so what they're literally doing is this: they're literally destroying the earth for the New World Order on purpose.
Yep.
They're creating cities underground and bunkers to hide themselves because they know they have but a short time. We brought this up. They know the Lord is coming back, so they're going to sit here and say, "Yo, let's get rid of everything. Let's go underground. Let's keep it simple. We're going to destroy everything, and we're going to be underground. We're going to be the only ones left." They got the new movie, the new show called Paradise.
Yeah, Paradise. Yeah.
If you watch the movie Paradise, if you watch the show Paradise, they nuked the world on purpose to be underground because they said, "Oh, this is going to happen. We got to do it." Right?
That's some Esau shit.
That's some Esau shit. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. Nuke everything.
Or just to live in the clefts of the rocks in the first place.
So they're going to be underground in these bunkers in these cities, right? Because they know that the Lord, the Son of Man, is on his way to wage war with the earth. So they said, "Let's go hide ourselves." But guess what? Keep going.
I said,
No, when we shall hunt them out of the clefts of the rocks. That's
Jeremiah 16:16.
Yeah, we're going to end with that.
I'll bring it up.
Revelation 6 too, right?
Yeah, it's not
Get
6.
both.
Yeah. I'll do this one here through Revelations.
All right, cool.
Jeremiah 16:16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Whoa, so we just got to telling you that they're going to be hiding in their bunkers and the holes and the clefts of the rocks. And then the Lord says, yo, my men who are out here fishing for spirits and souls, right, are then going to be raised up. And I'm going to give new spiritual power, new spiritual bodies, immortality, and have the power to do what? Break mountains. And we're going to go hunt these people that did this to the whole world, especially to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we are going to hunt them. It's going to be a sport for us. How many heads can you get? Go ahead.
That is it.
Oh, and now get what you got.
It's Revelation 6 and verse 14. It says, and when the heaven departed as a scroll, it was rolled together.
Now, when the heaven departed as a scroll, it's talking about the mushroom clouds, ICBM nuclear missiles. When the heavens departed as a scroll, it rolled. If you look at the mushroom cloud, boom, and you see the sky rolls out. And then the destroying wind goes out and it consumes people. Meaning, it's going to, remember, it says in scripture, it says, their eyes and their tongue shall consume away in their holes. Meaning, such heat. Basically, remember, mainly water. Your eyes are mainly water. Your tongue is mainly water. It's going to consume away because the heat is going to basically evaporate. And then it says the elements, meaning the periodic table, shall melt with fervent heat. You know how hot something has to be to melt the elements? And guess what? So we already understand that the nuclear missiles are going to go off, and it's going to consume people away, and the air itself is going to catch on fire. All right.
That's why we be saying what it say. What said in Malachi? It say, "Day of the Lord shall be burn as an oven."
Yeah, day of the Lord shall burn.
Right?
Big ass oven out here.
Air fryer,
as an oven. Big ass air fryer.
And then 2 Peter 3 going to fervent heat.
Yep.
Remember that real quick.
No, you
Project
good, brother.
Power. Jamie Foxx. Remember his
ability was
at the end, that pistol shrimp joint. That was crazy. Let everything else up around him.
We're gonna close up on
So walking
It's on
nuke.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, real shit.
It's Revelation 6 and 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
So they're hiding themselves in the rocks of the mountains, the bunkers. Go ahead.
It's verse 16. And said to the mountains, rocks, fall on us and hide from us. Hide us from the face that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Now, great day.
Who's the face that sit on the throne? Yahweh Shai, and the wrath of the Lamb. The face of the one on the throne is Yahweh. And the Lamb is his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, who's the one he sent back with his entire army to wage war with the earth and nuke this place. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Go ahead.
That's it.
Put feathers of irons and doubles.
Oh, yeah.
No. Psalms 149. I had that, bro.
Yeah.
I had that.
And
I just heard the rocks.
No. I want the rocks.
I just grabbed that one. Now you want the
No,
Psalms.
got you. Now
You want the Psalms.
Who are we hunting out of the rocks? Now she shows us the Psalms, and then we're done.
Grab that. You know,
Yeah.
140.
149.
Yeah, 149.
Yup. Oh, man.
Beautiful.
This is
That came full
Psalms.
circle. And that explained everything. We hit all the Pelletier and all that. Yo, if you don't understand it after this camp, I don't know what to tell you. And if you don't believe, don't take my word for it. Go research yourself. Go listen to what I just said and go read it yourself and go see what they're doing around the world right now. Go ahead.
It's Psalms 149 and 1. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord a new song.
Yep.
And his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. It says, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, and he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let thy saints be joyful in the glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. It says, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Yep. So that's what it is. So when the Lord gives us the spiritual power to go what? Hunt them from the clefts of the rocks. We're going to put fetters of iron and chains upon these people. And who are they? They're going to be their nobles, their kings, the rulers, the Congress, all the motherfuckers that had the money to hide themselves and said, let the rocks fall upon us and hide us from the face of the Lord. The Lord is going to give us that honor to go hunt them, because his great honor is coming from waging war with the entire earth, and he's going to utterly destroy all the world's armies. He deserves that glory, and then he's going to allow us to get our glory as well. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'habra, Kakadash, double honor to elders and apostles, and shalom to the elect.